What's going on, everyone? Club Napier from WeAreCritics.com. Listen, I want to thank everybody who's taken the time to join us on our very first stream for the Screening Room, brought to you by WeAreCritics.com and also cXcc Studios. Listen, without further ado, we're going to get into this thing. We're going to be talking about movie news, TV news, things in pop culture that are going a little crazy, but the positive stuff. We're not going to get into the TMZ gossipy stuff. We're going to stay focused on the positive, the projects that are coming out, the projects you love, that you're excited about, and the stuff that we love and that we're excited about. So without further ado, we're going to get into this thing right now. Check out the new intro. It's time to talk about all of it. Let's go. What's going on, guys? Again, it's me, Clap Napier from WeAreCritics.com. Of course, you guys know who I am, but I couldn't do this show without introducing the team, the squad. Of course, I got to my right, my man, Miggy Miggs is in the building, man. What's going on, man?
We're back, Glad. So happy to be here, bro.
We're back like
congratulations. This new studio's looking amazing. It's such a pleasure to be here, Clap. Thank you.
Congratulations to me. Congratulations to you. Congratulations to none other than Miss Jelly is here with us.
Hello.
It's been a while. Look, we took like a hiatus. We took like what?
Yeah. It took a little bit.
It's been a minute.
Maybe a year.
I think it was like a year.
Yeah.
Probably like a little bit under a year. Yeah. And of course, we couldn't even be doing this show if we didn't have the voice of God in the background himself. Mr. Wepa, where you at, man? My man Al Meg is in the building, man. Listen, we're here to talk all things movies, film, television, pop culture, the fun stuff. I'm excited because there's a lot of things that have dropped, a lot of things that I have seen. I don't know if you guys have been seeing things. I've been seeing things, but let's talk about that. What in the world of out there right now? We haven't gotten together and talked about film in such a long time. What is it that you guys are even checking out right now? What do you?
Oh, I got one.
What do you watch?
I got one right now that I'm pretty much sure that no one in this room has checked out.
Okay, what is it?
So on Max, also known as HBO Max these days, you never know, so changing things up. But Al, you might know this, Chespirito, right? They doing like a autobiography style type of show on the life of like one of Mexico's biggest comics. If you're like my age and older, you grew up with this stuff, right? Like this guy is like an icon, Clef, an icon. You know, I'm talking about multiple shows on TV for 20, 30 years. I'm talking about cartoons. I'm talking about like he had his hands in everything. Some of the people that like played his characters are still playing those characters to this day, Clef. I'm talking about they were playing a kid in the 80s and they're still playing a kid. And when they're 80, you know what I mean? Type of impact.
I like that continuity.
So man. So it's just like a background of like everything that led him up to his successes and some of his biggest personal failures. It's a great show. There's like 3 episodes out right now. But since it's on
it comes
Max,
out weekly.
It comes out weekly. But since it's on Max, they also dubbing it. So the English audience, you people, you can go ahead and catch it on Max. It's called Chespirito, not really on purpose. Just to give a brief description, this guy like kind of grew up idolizing Charlie Chaplin, like that type of style of comedy. And it's all very safe, very family-oriented type of deal. Very like physical comedy, real old school. But it takes place during the years of the show and when he was coming up with the concepts of his characters, which are all like iconic, bro. Like if you're Latino, like I said, my age and older, Roberto Gomez Bolaño, also known as Chespirito. And it's a solid watch, man. Shout out to HBO for doing this for our peoples, you know.
You see, this is why I bring this guy, because I like that. You always see the obscure stuff that I've never heard of.
Oh yeah,
I never heard of that either.
I like that it's very diverse, and that you're giving an audience, you're introducing an audience to something that they probably didn't even know about.
Right.
So that's pretty dope. Jelly, what about you? What are you checking out right now?
Okay, so I did. Are we going to talk about like what we're watching at home or the movies?
I mean, see, listen. The reason you're here, because I want to tell them why you're here. Jelly is the casual. She's the casual. She's the family, the mom. You know what I mean? So she's only coming out if it's necessary, if she can do it, and she's only checking out things that interest her or maybe interest her kids.
Right.
So I'm curious to know, what do you watch? Because we're probably watching the same stuff, because I watch pretty much everything.
Okay. So I did get to binge watch Raising Kanan.
Okay.
That's on Stars.
Okay.
So for those who probably ain't a part of the Power universe, he's the third book of the Power universe, which I thought was nuts this season. I literally just sat on my couch and was just like, nobody bother me. I'm sitting and I'm gonna watch this. So that was really good. Then I went to the movies with the kids and I saw Lilo and Stitch, which I thought was good too. I think I won't say too much because I think we're gonna talk about it later, right? Or
yeah.
Do you want me to indulge a little bit?
I mean, a little bit. I mean, it's.
So I enjoyed it. I mean, the animation is still my favorite, but like the live action it's a little fast paced for me. So I just felt like there wasn't an emotional connection there for me with Lilo and Nani. But overall, it was good what they did with it.
You'd be surprised at how many people actually walked out of that theater really enjoying that film. I was one of them. I hear what you're saying about the fast pace in the beginning of it. It was a lot going on. There was a lot going on in that thing. But for some reason, the nostalgia hit. A lot of people loved that film for the nostalgic reasons, even with all the changes and stuff in it. But yeah, for me, it was.
I enjoyed the change with the aliens and stuff. I didn't think that was such a bad move that they did.
The turn into people.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was indifferent. I was like, whatever.
It was okay.
Yeah, no.
I think I'd just enjoy it a lot more at home.
There's a lot of heart. I mean, listen, when you hear Stitch talk, that alone,
my God,
just like, that's all they need to do.
Yeah,
you just give us 2 hours of that voice, and you're good. So cool. I mean, you guys know, I don't stop watching.
Yeah, every day you're somewhere
watching something. But there's a lot of things that I miss. Like lately, it's just been a theater run for me, and I want to talk about the theater experience, because that's what this show is really about. When I called it the screening room, it was because, the theater experience is something that I'm just so in love with. It's just, nothing can beat it. I don't care, how comfortable you are at home. There's just something about being in a theater with that Adobe sound or that 4DX or that IMAX screen. It's just an eventful thing going on that I just can't escape. So I want to ask you guys, like, I want to throw a curveball. Like, there's a lot of theaters out there, and we've been to them all. Well, I know I have. I know you have. I don't know about Jelly.
I've been to a few. I don't think all of them.
Do you have a favorite like
line?
Yeah, a favorite theater.
Yeah, I stay local, brother. I stay local, so hit me a nice showcase. I'm there, bro.
Yes, take me to Millbury Plaza, as long as it's X Plus. Because I've learned that, especially with these long movies, I can't sit in those uncomfortable
who's cutting the check? Y'all getting paid right now? She specifically calls out the X Plus.
Yes. Auditorium 7, okay?
What? Okay.
You need that boost to the sound, you know?
Okay.
The chairs are comfortable, and that's all that matters to me, so I can enjoy the movie,
So I've had an opportunity to go to multiple theaters for multiple reasons. And right now, there's a bit of the competition is heavy right now, man. They're like, and it's such a great thing to see, because they're all working hard to bring people out, to have fun and enjoy these theater experiences. Now we got, we're going to do a show sooner or later. We're going to do a show about the popcorn bucket wars, because those things, like right now, I feel like those are bringing people to the theaters. They're bringing me to the theaters. I'll tell you that thing. So I'm just showing up just by the popcorn buckets.
I see you do.
Yeah, you got like everyone.
But if I had to pick a personal favorite, yes, I'm going to say Showcase 2, but only because of nostalgia reasons. It was the very first theater that I was going to as a kid, locally. But that does not mean that there is no competition out there, because AMC, I mean, their A-list program is unlike anything that I've seen anywhere else. And I mean, we've been to a Regal recently. Great aesthetic.
Yeah, no, it looks great in there.
Great aesthetic, and I think they're kind of kicking butts with as far as like the exclusive buckets and things like that.
The way they have it set up too, I'm just like, ooh, it is pretty like tempting to buy everything.
Yeah. So what I want to do right now, straight up, is I want to make this. This is like Switzerland. This is like the neutral ground. All right, we're gonna be talking about all the theater chains, all the theaters, as people who are we're not affiliated. No affiliations. Just honest conversations. That's basically what I want to say. So anything that we say is not personal, anything, you know what I mean? And not that we're going to be talking trash or anything like that. I'm just saying that this is neutral ground. So wherever we end up, wherever you watch it, shout them out, because this is neutral ground. And I want everybody to be able to represent where they like to go and wherever their favorite theater experience is. But it sounds like we're all neutrally on Showcase's side up in here.
Yeah. Listen, local works for me.
For so many reasons.
This man's wearing their colors right now.
Oh, right.
Yo, that's not even on purpose. I swear to God, it's not even on purpose. It's not even on purpose.
I'm not affiliated.
So, Al, what about you, man? I know you from he's from New York, so where were y'all? You go to Magic Johnson's theaters?
No, damn. I believe it was the Regals, it was the AMCs as well, you know. But again, right now, everything's about Big Web Studios, so that's where I watch my movies.
Big Web, I love it.
Listen, we're not gonna discriminate, man. I know a lot of y'all are at home streaming. I know a lot of y'all are, you know, pirating or whatever it is y'all do.
Sometimes they leave us no choice, Clef, you know?
Really?
Yeah,
listen, there's always a choice.
I'm just saying, like, sometimes the content's not as easy available as you would like it to be.
Yeah, it is, you know, honestly, it is pretty expensive going to the theater, especially when you're bringing kids. Yeah. Before I know it, I didn't spend like $100 and something, and I'm like, oh my God.
That's it. Listen.
Well, I try to limit it because they want to go all out. Can I get this? Can I get that? Can I get that? And then like, I see the blankets they have out. Like, I'm tempted to get all that stuff too because I want us to have like this full experience. But I'm like, listen, let's just get a snack, some popcorn, buttery popcorn, a slushie, and let's go in and enjoy the movie.
So any objectives to you? Like, what keeps you from the theater, Migs?
Brother, time. A lot of time. It's just time. Like, you know, I live a busy life. You live a busy life. Sometimes, you know, 40 hours at work and then a few hours at home. And it's just hard to, like, on my free day to always be like, you know, let me go sit in a dark room where I can just do the same at home. You know what I'm saying?
Do you find yourself passing out sometimes?
You know, that has happened, especially with those late shows. Yeah, bro, it's just crazy.
Al and I, man, we got invited to this screening for Day of the Dead in Boston, Coolidge Theater. Shout out to that theater. It's a little small in the college district out there, and we went to that. And I'm not even gonna lie, like it was a long day because we were preparing for the show today. And you know, even the drive out there, I was ready to go. Yeah. But by the time we got like midway there, I'm like, damn, Al, I'm feeling it, bro. Like I'm like,
that age, man.
Yo. We showed up. What time we got there? The screen was at 10. It was at 10 o'clock, and then there was a Q&A after.
Right.
I swear we made it like we didn't even make it to like the second act of the film. Like we literally watched it. It was just
got hungry.
Yeah, we needed fuel. We needed fuel like pronto. So we ended up leaving like probably like 25 minutes into the movie and stuff like that. But
damn.
But
it's tough.
It's tough. It's very tough. Especially
but a shout out to the actor because it was
he was there. Terry Alexander, right?
Yes.
Yeah, he came out. Yeah. And Nicole Coleman, she was one that invited us, and she had she moderated the Q&A at the end of it. Sorry we weren't there to see, but you know, I saw pictures. It looked lovely. It looked great. That theater it has a great aesthetic. Very old school.
It's a beautiful spot.
Yeah, very nostalgic. So without further ado, guys, let's get into this show. We got a lot of topics that we're going to talk about today. Specifically, we've got some Punisher news. We got some ELIO news. We're going to talk a little about ELIO. What else we got? I can't even remember. Box office stuff. We're going to talk about some box office stuff. Let's get into some box office stuff because part of the theater going experience is, you know,
there's always a winner. There's always a loser.
And there's always a loser.
It's real competitive out there.
But like you said, a lot of people aren't going.
No.
Yeah.
But then some people are going, and this is the reflection of that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that numbers necessarily say what movies are good or bad.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
it
I
never
don't think, I don't.
reflects it.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
I mean, it's complete opposite of how the studios see it.
Right.
But I don't think that numbers reflect how good a movie is or how bad a movie is. So Jelly, you've been tallying up some stuff.
Hmm.
So let's dilly dally with Jelly and her ticket tally.
So we got like the 4 most recent, and I'm gonna talk about the domestic numbers right now.
Yeah.
So one of them is Bring Her Back, which you guys had brought up, and I'm so hesitant to like even watch it. I think I need to keep all my lights on
No, listen,
because it just sounds scary.
You need your lights on. You need soap and water available. You need you might need a Bible.
Water.
You might need a Bible.
Oh Jesus!
A crucifix. Some holy water.
Yeah, and I'm gonna have to have a Disney
else?
princess movie ready.
Anything
after.
else, Meg, that you may need?
I mean, just stay away from the kitchen. That's all I'll say.
What?
That's all I'll say.
You may never want to go in a kitchen.
Yeah.
After you
But
say
see
that.
what I'm saying?
It's a solid watch, and I'm glad it's doing numbers.
Yeah. So where's it at? How's it doing?
So domestically, it's at 18,916,500.
Do we know the budget on that? You know the budget on that is? No.
Oh no, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. I didn't find the budget on it. I'm sorry.
Is that? I mean, horror needs to do better, man. I mean, I get it. Not a lot of people like to be scared. Not a lot of people like to see gore. Listen, when I went to go screen this movie, I was telling Niggs, I think this is what made him go see it. 2 people got up and walked out of the theater.
That's definitely.
Oh yeah, you did say that.
Like,
see, that's also why I'm like,
that is how
crazy.
How the scenes get. Like literally got out of the theater. They just got up and they were like, nope.
And I can see why. Like, it's not an easy pill to chew or whatever.
And you said it's like actual kids that are playing these
they're
roles,
very young
so it
actors.
makes it.
They
young
carry
actors
the film.
and
They carry the film very, very well. What else we got out there?
We got to Materialist.
Materialist. Yeah,
Yes.
I heard mixed things about it. See, this is a movie that I don't even want to touch.
It's a rom-com.
It's not even a rom-com. I heard that it's like it throws you for a loop. Like the trailer is not what you get, which is why.
Is that like a good thing or a bad thing? You know, because then you like with the trailer you have this idea of what it is, and then when you're sitting and watching it, you're like thrown off completely. It could be either or.
I see. There's movies that have gone in blind, and I don't mind. You know, if I think it's one thing. For instance, I'll give you an example. I just saw something recently that was like that. Marshmallow. It's a little indie horror movie that I saw. I got to review it for Ashley and Company. And it literally looks like it's a slasher camp 80s type vibe. Completely different. But in a good way. I was like, oh wow, I actually appreciate this movie now, because if they would have did the same old trope,
then you know what to expect.
I would have been like whatever. But it really throws you for a loop. But you're right. It does look like a rom-com straight up. Like I don't when I watch it, but the things that I've heard is that it's not a rom-com and that it's a little darker than what we expect. Doesn't really. I don't care who's in that movie. Honestly, there's big names in it, but I'm not really interested in going out of my way to see it. I will eventually see it, but I'm not really like lining up for that.
I don't even think it's been on my feed or anything like that. Like I don't know. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry.
Listen, you're not the demo.
Yeah.
That's why it's not on your feed. You're not the demo.
So that domestically, it made 20 million.
That's it. Huh?
20, yeah.
Not even Pedro Pascal could, save that.
What does that say about what he's got coming up?
Brother, it's rough. He's in everything, so there's like a real fear of like oversaturation. Like I mean, we just seen
they put him in like the multiverse of all these movies. They had a collage of him.
He's in everything.
I love him though. I love Pedro.
Everybody likes Pedro.
Everybody loves Pedro, man.
Well, like you said, there's a real fear of like, what does that say about his upcoming projects? Hopefully, America's not tired of him.
You know, I mean, and this would be another topic for another day, but honestly, and we should do this topic, is like, is the IP bigger than the actor?
Not always, right?
No,
not always.
I feel like in this case it is. I feel like it didn't matter who was casted for the upcoming movie that he's going to be in, because I don't want to overshadow what we're talking about. But you could have casted anybody in that movie, and people are going to come out and see that movie.
Yeah,
that's like, like.
I think of something like the Top Guns, right? Like Top Guns was a huge hit in the 80s, and until Tom Cruise signed on to do that sequel, it never got made, nothing else. and now I hear there's another one coming out. So yeah, that's a case where definitely the actor is bigger than the IP.
Yeah.
They probably thought with him on it, it'll do something.
Yeah. Well, yeah, when it comes to sequels, yeah, of course. No. At that point, that actor is etched as that character. You don't want to see it without that character. But out the gate, you know, I don't know. What else we got, Dylan?
We got The Life of Chuck.
Life of Chuck.
Yeah.
Another one I
So
heard is not
that's
what you
based
get.
off of Stephen King's novel
love
as
it.
well.
That's
So
my stuff right there.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to
it's
that
not.
one.
It's nothing horror. So
It's
I
a-
was
it's a-
like
it's a-
surprised. No, I was surprised by that.
Well, there's a lot of stuff that's not really horror.
Yeah.
And that's some of his best stuff. Like,
Green Mile.
awesome.
Yeah.
What
Stand
else?
By Me.
Stand By Me. Yeah,
There's
which
a bunch
has
of
a
Stand
horror
By Me.
element, but not horror.
No,
And he likes to redo the same thing a lot too, with the whole kids and the bullies and the crazy bullies. Like the bullies are crazy in Stephen King's world.
I wonder if he's been bullied.
I know.
For show, have you
Yeah.
seen this man?
Haven't we all?
Shout out to the king, bro. He is the king.
Haven't we all at some point?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. No, Life of Chuck, which I saw that at CinemaCon. They showed us that for the first time.
Is it tear jerking?
No, not the film. I didn't see the whole film. They gave us like a sneak peek of it, and I was so like drawn. I was like, I need to see this. I need to see this. But then once again, the people talking about it was like, and I never thought that I would ever be the one to get deterred from something because I like to see things for myself.
Right.
But it just there was no excitement. It was just like it's not what you think it is. I heard that Tom Hiddleston's not even in it that much. He's kind of like a back character. So when I thought it, I was like, oh, it's probably like that J-Lo movie that I just saw.
Oh, the new one?
I saw that.
Kiss from the Spider Woman?
Yeah,
Okay,
I saw
that,
which is a remake, by the way. I saw that. But how she's used is perfect for her. It's not, I don't know why they're using her so much for the marketing, but I do.
Yeah.
But
because she's J-Lo,
yeah,
bro.
she's J-Lo.
She's J-Lo, bro.
J-Lo. What am I thinking?
But
she is being used as the marketing tool when she's not even really the main star. You know, the other
it's the guy, right?
Diego Luna and the other gentleman.
The kid.
I can't pronounce his name. It starts with a T, but he's good. He's really good. Diego's really good too. But yeah, she's placed perfectly in that movie for the role that she's supposed to play. So I'm pretty sure that's probably what Tom Hiddleston is probably doing in this movie. So
okay, well, domestically it made $3 million.
Wow.
Yeah, it was number 9 in this week.
That's low.
Yeah. And then what is it? How to Train Your Dragon. That one is pretty popular. It was number 1 this week, and it made $134 million.
It's a great movie.
Of course.
Yeah.
It's a great movie.
Yeah.
I never saw the animated movies. They showed us this at CinemaCon, the whole movie.
Yeah.
The whole movie. It was known going in. They were like, yeah, the one screening that we're gonna get is the full.
Nice.
And this was months ago. This was like March. We saw it.
Oh, geez.
It was really good. If you have not seen this movie, you guys need to go out and get it. Yeah, and also when I just recently did a popcorn bucket giveaway.
Oh yes, yep. I saw it.
Probably one
it.
of the biggest ones like I did. It was like at least 30-something people were like
who submitted.
Who were like submitting for this thing. Like, you know, we have a small following on Instagram, and a lot of people like flock to it. So
yeah, well, at this point, you know, those the initial audience for this movie are adults now. It's hitting them in the nostalgia. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So Gen Z starting to get those now. You know what I mean? For a long time, it was us millennials. Now it's time to give them what they want. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I love how everything just looks so accurate to the animation.
Oh yeah,
too.
it's
I
like
was
scene for scene from the things that I've seen. Like it's just like uncanny. But no, they do a really good job capturing the heart of that movie.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, it makes sense because it made some money.
Yeah. What else we got?
What else? So those were the 4 that we wanted to speak about. I know Lilo and Stitch was on there too.
Yeah.
They made $380 million domestically.
This is the 3rd week, 4th week, 6th week.
They're on week 4. Yeah.
The 4th week. Yeah. It's still making money. They should be at $1 billion by now, or close to, or $500 million at least. Yeah.
Well, worldwide, it's 872 million.
Yeah. See.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think
a lot of money.
I think if they keep it in the theater long enough, Al, I think
it'll get there.
One more month, maybe one more month. It'll hit it. It'll hit it.
All right, you know what?
Yeah.
You always want to talk about that length of theater. Times have changed because of streaming and how long a movie does last in the theater.
Yeah.
Do you think they will allow that movie to outlast what the current trend is in time of length in the theater for it to achieve $1 billion?
I mean, dude, look at Tom Cruise in Top Gun. Like, he refused to take it out of the theater for like a year.
Yeah, but that's Tom Cruise.
Yeah,
he behind this.
Yeah, he had the money behind it to do it.
I mean, Disney got the money. They want to keep it in the theater. They're gonna keep it in the theater. They're not. Listen, they're so close. Why would they take it out of the theater?
Yeah.
Like, why? If they were like sitting at like 300-400, then I could see them being like,
I still feel like it's still fresh in theater. Like it just literally just came out. So why not? You know.
I feel like they'll keep it on there as long as.
Because
they have a relative hit with this one, and their previous one, we're not saying the name of it, didn't do so well, and they spent a lot of money making it.
No one's into glass slippers. No one's into dwarfs. No one's
into. So that one was interesting too, and I watched it.
Dolls. No, they're trying to recoup money from both of those.
They got a lot of those movies, man. There's a lot of not doing so well Disney films right now. It's crazy. And we're gonna talk about one of those movies that's not doing well very soon.
Even though
else on that list again?
What else? You've talked about this one, Ballerina. It's made ranked number 5 on the list for this week.
Second week, third week?
This is the Ballerina, the second week.
Second?
So domestically, it made 47 million.
That movie's been out for 2 weeks.
Does it feel longer? Does it feel like? Yeah.
You know what's crazy? I feel like marketing has failed so many of these films. I just didn't. I didn't even know. I didn't even know it was out.
Hold on.
I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, thankfully for CLEP and CritiX, that's how I know.
You know what it is? CLEP is so spoiled.
Hold on.
Movies early.
Wait a minute.
I saw that last year.
Hold on. Wait a minute.
Right.
Ballerina's been out for 2 weeks.
Yes. Yep.
I'm tripping
This is week
right
24.
now.
Yep.
I'm tripping right now.
Because you saw it. When did you see it? Way before it came out, right? Exactly. So that's why you got more weeks on it than when it actually came out.
I'm feeling like it hasn't been out that long.
Except like Keanu sent me the.
It hasn't. It's only been 2 weeks.
Actually, no. I mean, I'm sorry.
It feels longer.
Yeah, I feel like it's been longer because, and not because I saw it, because no one's talking about it.
No one's talking about it.
No,
and it's not
considering
bad.
how big that.
But if you look at the reviews and how well it did, like it's up there with like people talking about it like they were talking about John Wick, and it's like here today, gone tomorrow, like that. You know what I mean?
Do you think like makes sense? It's the marketing. It just like.
I mean, my feed was heavy. I mean, I saw it. I reviewed it. I even shout out to Lionsgate. They used my comment on their social media.
Hey.
So like, and I wasn't the only one that was raving about it. So it's just weird that I'm like, damn, 2 weeks. I feel like that movie been out like 2 months.
Yeah.
That's why when it's on your list, I'm like, why is she talking about Ballerina? Like, oh,
yep.
Wow,
number 5.
2 weeks, guys, go see Ballerina. Like it's a great watch.
It's a perfect summer movie.
Oh
right?
yeah.
Like,
Popcorn
you want
film.
that blockbuster? This is it.
Not blockbuster.
No.
Popcorn film though.
Right.
Definitely entertaining. Definitely entertaining.
We should do.
Ana de Armas.
Yeah. Ana de Armas, definitely.
Another one that I feel like I wanna see is Final Destination Bloodline. So you saw that one too, right?
I'm not a fan of that.
No, I'm still traumatized by the first movie. I will not drive behind a truck with logs.
No. The first one was the plane. The second one.
Oh, it was the second one with the logs. See, listen, they all the same to me.
So here's the thing. I love Final Destination.
Yeah.
I love everyone that's been involved, the characters, the cast. There's a lot of, nostalgia with people that came from like Canadian shows that I watch and stuff like that. So I love them. This one was a miss for me, but like everyone loves it.
You know what? It's because it's been so long since the IP was around, and they kind of paid homage to those first ones, right? Like they brought back characters. They did their thing. It was okay. I thought it was okay.
I thought 2 was the best. Like to me, it's just like a rehash of part 2 because the plot where it was like.
So they're going back to that one.
Yeah.
Okay.
No. Because now they're kind of taking a little bit from that one and kind of going all the way back to the very first person.
And they,
this is
expanded the lore a little bit.
Yeah.
Which I appreciate.
Yeah. So for me, it was just like, oh, that was the cool thing that I really loved about part 2. It was like, oh, Death is going back, tying up loose ends. I thought it was so smart, guys. That was so dope. But yeah, so for this one, it was just like, oh, okay, yeah, they're doing it's the same
It can get redundant
thing, but yeah, no. And then the kills were just like, it's just
too elaborate.
Yeah, like now it's just like, okay, now it's like that. What is that thing called? The
Rube Goldberg.
Yeah, it's like that. Like you drop the marble, then the marble hits the thing, and then
they did the little quick trailer on that one. I was like,
yeah, so it's lost a little bit of its flair for me. It's cool, but this one was just whatever.
Super gory.
It was entertaining. I was in there and I was out, and that was about it.
Some of the deaths is probably the goriest I've seen in a while.
Yeah, listen, when you watch the Terrifier, nothing's gory.
Shout out to the Terrifier.
When you're like, when people are like, when people are
no, after Al explains, I don't remember which Terrifier movie it was. I was like, this, I don't even know if I can even stomach it. Like, it just.
In a violent nature. Like when people start talking that, oh, it's so gore, it's a gore fest. Like, is it really a gore fest? Or you're just a sissy? Like, come on,
bro, it's crazy.
Like, is it really a gore? Because we done seen some shit. Like, come on.
Terrifier 3 is gore porn.
No, two was bad. Two was bad. Two was bad. In a violent nature gets bad. So when you're like talking about an IP that's like commercially known, and they're using like CGI blood,
they do.
It's like,
oh yeah.
It's like, come on, this is gory. Get out of here.
He's like, you want to see gory?
Yeah.
Check out Toxic Avenger trailer.
Yeah.
Because that just dropped and that looked crazy.
Watch the first Toxic Avenger. You want to talk about gore? All right. Yeah. So what else we got?
I'm not even doing it in order. I'm just kind of like looking at it, but I seen this one, Sinners. I saw Sinners.
Yeah, but that's been out for a very, very long time.
Yeah, that one's number 10 for this week.
Yeah.
It is number 10. It's been out for 9 weeks, and it made $276 million domestically.
Week? Total overall.
Overall, weeks. It's 9 weeks. 9 weeks. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. No, and thank God there's not going to be a sequel. Thank God.
Yeah, that was circulating. Like they were going to do a whole multiverse type thing, and they were connecting characters from other movies to it and stuff. And I was like, it didn't get me that when I watched it, but it was interesting.
Not everything needs that. Everything needs that.
Man, I love me a vampire flick, bro. Give me more Sinners, bro. Like I want it, bro.
It was good.
Maybe like
I don't know if I want to
follow the same characters. Like you can
make new ones.
Yeah. Just keep it in the universe. I like it.
Okay.
I rock with it.
I don't know. I'm over it. So that's the box office now. We're gonna have to try to chop that down sometime.
Yeah.
But let's start getting into these topics, ladies and gentlemen, because we can talk about some things. And there's a lot of things going on right now. But I want to get into this thing. I want to jump out the gate and get right to the point with the man himself,
Superman.
Yeah. James Gunn's Superman, highly anticipated.
Yeah.
Ish.
Yeah. No,
I'm gonna say ish.
No.
I'm gonna say ish.
Okay. Where's the ish coming from?
Because I'm excited.
I'm excited.
You're excited. Are you?
I'm
excited?
looking forward to it. I actually am. As much as I said, it's been very redundant with the same characters. I'm actually looking forward to the Superman. So
yeah. There is a lot of hype around this thing right now. There is a lot of marketing going on. I'm hearing it's like probably one of the most expensive marketing campaigns in a very long time for this kind of movie. So my question is, has DC Studios grabbed our attentions? Are we ready? Are we back? Are we ready to go see? Or are we just going there all cynical and we're just like, let's see what this thing has to offer? Or are we back? Are we ready to see this movie?
So I'm on both sides where like I'm ready to see it, to see what he can provide us. But I'm still stuck on the whole like we're given the same characters again. But I kind of I'm hoping that the Superman can just take it there, and then we can move on to like other characters. So I am definitely looking forward to it. So
I mean, there's some new characters in this thing. Well, not new characters that we've never seen on the screen, period.
Right.
But there's some new blood in this. None of those people are striking your interest at all. As a casual, you're curious about anybody?
And you know what it is too. I also feel like I know more of Marvel characters than I do DC. So I want to be introduced to new characters.
No,
I want to be excited. I want to be like, who is this? And I love them. Oh, look at Al. I want a connection. That's what I need, a connection. I feel like I've been given Batman and Superman so much that I'm just like, all right.
So what I mean is, like, when you see these new characters, like Green Lantern's in this thing, we got Hawkgirl in this thing, Mr. Terrific in this thing. None of those characters pique your interest at all. You're just like, I know Superman.
I'm like, cool. Let me see what they're gonna give when I see it.
This is coming from the casuals. That's what we ask these questions. You know what I mean? What about you, Migs?
Well, I'm extremely excited.
You're ready. You're ready.
Yeah, bro. Like, I think we talked about this last week.
Yeah.
I'm like, I want to see a very strong DCU coming, like, going forward.
Yeah.
Like, I want Marvel to, like, let's get it. Not even like, I don't even want to say like a balanced thing, because like Marvel's on the decline. It's been on the decline for the last few years, at least with like public perception, right? So public perception on these trailers, because or word of mouth on this new movie, it's very high, right? And if the movie doesn't hit, this is gonna be one of the best trailers ever. Like, I'm just gonna say that.
Right.
I'm gonna say that. The first couple of trailers, they got me, bro.
Yeah.
They got me. I'm super excited to see all those characters you mentioned.
Yeah.
Because this looks colorful, man. It looks like a bright, almost like old school Superman,
like
bro.
a Justice League cartoon.
Yeah, and I want to see it. I want to see DC do their thing, bro.
I want them to win.
Yeah, I'm cheering for them, man. I really am. And the more the merrier, bro. Like, it's a strong DC. Competition. Sharpens iron, right?
Yeah.
Right.
So we need that. Maybe once Marvel's the underdog, we could see something interesting from them again.
Right.
I mean, Marvel's been on the up for a very long time, and it hurts my heart to even say that.
Brother, no, they were the underdog maybe like in the 90s, but like the run that they had in the last 20 years, it's like no one can compare.
Well, I mean, recently, right now, like
people get tired of seeing the same old, and I get it. Like, I can't defend it. I can't defend it, even though like I'm not the person talking smack about it. I'm still here for the MCU.
Yeah,
and I'm still gonna be there for Fantastic Four when it comes out.
Me
but
too.
If you make me choose, like, hey, you can only see one of these two, I'm gonna go see Superman.
Wow.
And that's facts.
Wow. That's big. Man, that's a question we got to ask all around. Jelly, if it was the last day, if it was the last day that the Earth was going to exist, and they said, Jelly, you know what? Here's your gift. You get one Marvel movie or one DC movie. Which one you going to see?
Oh my God, that's hard. Jesus, Marvel. Sorry, I would go see Fantastic Four.
What about you, man? What are you going to see?
Man, both are iconic. Both have the story. Superman, the first superhero. Fantastic Four, the first family. It's a matter of first, but I'm gonna go with my icon, Superman, because it's the nostalgia to see, Brainiac, to see Supergirl's gonna be in this, to see a variant of Hell, which is over in there. There's so many little geeky things in comics that you see there too that outsiders don't know. It's like, ooh! So I'm kind of excited. James Gunn is a comic book fan, and you know what? End of the day, in Gunn I trust. So
In Gunn I trust.
In Gunn I trust. That is dope.
I'm
yeah.
Answer now. I think, and I know you guys were probably expecting me to say Marvel.
You're gonna say DC.
No, I can't even answer my own question. I can't even answer my own question. Like, I'm really sitting here like I don't even know which one I'm gonna. Man, this is how let down I've been lately. Might ask him, can I watch half of each?
Right. I should have asked that too.
Bro.
Can I watch both just a little bit?
Yeah, right. Give me the beginning of Superman and the finale of Fantastic Four.
My man read my mind. I knew he was gonna
Oh, damn, the finale.
I think I'm gonna go Fantastic Four.
Okay.
Only because I have more lore that's built up.
Yeah.
And I have something to kind of chew on.
Yeah.
Superman, I don't even know what to expect.
I don't know. Yeah.
No harm, no foul. I don't know what to expect.
We definitely split the room when it comes to opinions on this.
Yeah.
I would love to know what they think.
Yeah. Listen,
just let us know somehow.
That's a solid question for everybody. I need to know, what do you all think? Like, if this is the last day on Earth, and they said you only have a choice to watch either Superman or the Fantastic Four, which one are you gonna actually watch? Drop a comment below. Let us know what you think.
Yeah,
about that.
that's a good question, guys.
So let's move along, right? Let's get to the next things. Everybody's happy about Superman. Ooh, it's coming out July 11th. We're all gonna go check it out.
In the sky.
Hopefully, I see it a little sooner because I know some people that already got screenings locked down. I do not have a screening locked down yet, so you guys can all rest easy.
He's free.
Yeah, I'm available. You guys can book me anytime. So we talk about film here, all things film. Al, I'm gonna give him the credit for this because I was preparing for the show, minding my own business, doing graphics, doing all of this. This guy sends me a link, and I'm like, "What the hell is this shit?" And click on the link, and it's the most classic rapper to ever do it. One of the GOATs, Slick Rick. So apparently Slick Rick, and I wanted to read up more on this, but it was such a last minute drop that I was just like, I'm gonna watch this, and then we're just gonna talk about it. And then anything else that's going on out there, I'm gonna try my best to try to find out what's going on because it came in last minute. He did a short film, like a visual album based on an album that he dropped this year called Victory. And I guess they were showing it in South by Southwest. They're showing it, Tribeca. They're showing it in film festivals. I don't know, Al. Do you know anything about what the receiving end, like what people are saying about this thing? Do they like it? Do they hate it?
I mean, just based on the YouTube itself, from where it dropped, his channel. I mean, it's been a positive receiving of it. He is an icon. He is a legend of hip hop, and when I saw this, obviously I said, "Oh, my brother's gonna love this."
It's shot, it's shot so well, and I haven't even had a moment to like grasp it. Like I really was like trying to see what the story was about, what was going. Like it's almost like it's like a thing of his life. Like it kind of like it starts, in the beginning, early in his career, and it's just kind of transitioning into a final act, which I'm assuming what Victory stands for, what it stands for him. But yeah, awesome. I urge you all to check this out. It's a 30-minute visual album. It's long, but it's dope. He's got a song with Nas.
Love it.
That's so fire.
Yo, that song is very fire. Yeah, man. What do you guys think about this type of art? Because I mean, it's been done before. Michael Jackson,
visual
Beyonce.
albums. I love it.
Bad Bunny did it not too long ago.
Yeah, Bad Bunny did it too.
I'm always a fan of like the process of an artist, and I think any artist too. Like, especially if I'm a fan of you. So I love to see like how did you get from A to B, B to C, all the way to Z, and for such an iconic rapper, I would love to watch this and know his story as well. Because I honestly don't know his story. I just know his hits.
Yeah, I like how he took a little taste from Raekwon. Where, he got the purple album, the purple tape, but he got the purple vinyl.
Nice.
Yeah, this thing. Oh, Idris Elba's in this as well too.
Yeah, there was a clip, like a quick glimpse of him in there.
Yeah, he's in the very beginning of it that I remember. I was watching it. He's in the beginning of it, and then he has a few cameos that just pop up in this thing. Few features. The Woman Nas is definitely a standout record. But yeah, I think. What do you guys think about this? Why are more artists doing this, and can it save the industry as far as music? Do you guys think?
I mean, it could definitely draw some eyes to any project, right? Like, there's a big thing that all these major companies are doing, right? They're trying to create synergy across their projects, right? So, like, the same project that might have a video game also has a comic book adaptation, also has, like, a tie-in novel. You know what I mean? Like, not everyone's going to be a fan of everything, but if you first catch a glimpse of something, maybe on a YouTube video that could lead you to the music, that could maybe later lead you to, I don't know, a book that they wrote. Like it's all a win-win. So they should definitely be exploring more of this. I'm excited for it. Like I said, I did watch some of the Bad Bunny's visual album. What do you even call that? Is it a visual album? Because it's like a continuation of like, because he didn't drop it like this or like one time. He's been dropping it like piece by piece, and like those have been pretty solid watches. And even people that like normally wouldn't be into that type of music have like come up to me and like mention it, like, oh, have you been watching this? So there's definitely like it definitely works. So yeah, do more of this, please.
Yeah, I also agree with that. I also feel like in a time where everything is so fast paced and like you're just putting out these in the moment songs, nothing is everlasting. At least in my opinion, like I'm waiting for music. And I think that's also why I gravitate more towards, like, for example, artist Beyonce, is because for me, she creates like music that for me can last and is just good quality. And like even when she does her visual albums, I love the story that comes with it. I'm so big on stories. And I just feel like artists should be more creative in that sense, because right now we're just like in the moment, in the moment, in the moment. And I'm like drained by that. I'm like, all right, give me something that can last me the whole freaking year that I can just enjoy. So things like this, I'm a huge fan of.
Yeah, no, I totally agree, guys. Like, I think that this, you know, music, we all been there. We've been involved in the music industry. Oh, I don't know about you, Megs, but me and Jelly, we come from that. And the game has shifted and changed in so many ways that a lot of it's not even fun anymore.
Yeah.
I feel like this is a great creative outlet. It's been going on for years, though. Let's not pretend that this is brand new and no one's ever been doing it. It just doesn't get talked about enough.
Right.
Unless you're like Beyonce and you're dropping it on, dropping it on Disney Plus or something like that. You know what I mean? Or Bad Bunny. You know what I mean? But I think that even for like old school artists to reintroduce themselves to the newer generations, this is dope. Like, I would love to see this from Slick Rick. I would love to see it from LL. I would love to see it from, like, you know, a lot of the OGs that have stories to tell, you know, that can actually tell those stories and make it into like short form material. I think that
I don't mean to cut you off. Even like with Wu-Tang, even though they didn't do a visual album, they did Hulu. I thought that shit was dope. I love this. And, you know, maybe not everything is true in there, but the fact like they even got the opportunity to do that and touch on all of their stories and how it all, again, the process, the behind this, that was like behind the scenes for me. I love that. I love that.
Really, really great show. And I hate that last season lagged. Like it didn't come back right away, and they didn't know if it was coming back, and then, you know, they made us wait for it, and then it finally came back, and then they split it in half. Like so no, but that show, I think that show was solid. But like I said, like even like taking the music and then making music videos and telling a story
with it,
that's just absolutely.
That's art.
If this, you mentioned like old school artists and like find a new avenue to appeal to the new generation, for sure, bro. Like this man right here, Rick, legend in the game, bro. Legend in the game, and he deserves his flowers. And if this puts him in a spotlight, more power to him, man. Yeah, for sure.
So you guys and girls, let me know. Let us know. What did you guys think? If you know about this, if you didn't even know about this, please, I urge you to go check this thing out. It's a 30-minute visual album from, you know, one of the greatest rappers to ever do it, greatest storytellers in the hip hop game, Slick Rick, Victory. And you can also buy the album. I don't know if they're gonna ever like release it again or it's gonna end up on streaming or anything like that. But, you know, it's on YouTube. It's out there for free right now. So get it while you can, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. Let's get to the next thing, right? In this world of film, there's different genres. You know, I have favorites. You have a favorite. Mine's horror. You know, I don't know. What's your favorite?
Brother, you know, we're alike, bro. I love me horror.
I think I'm a mixture sometimes. I like comedy. I love romance. You know,
women love comedy.
You know, I love to laugh. You
love a funny guy. Women love a funny guy. Funny guy. What about you? What's your favorite genre?
Definitely horror.
Look at us. We're just
we like scared, bro.
We like the blood.
Gory men.
Listen, horror. Listen, horror can be very funny. There's nothing serious about horror.
Those are some of the best. Yeah, bro. Like a good horror comedy. Bro, give me all.
Okay, I can go for a horror comedy. Yeah,
exactly. And that's the perfect segue because we're talking about laughter. We're talking about comedy. So let's talk about the return of the genre. This is the return of a certain genre. We're talking that crude parody comedy, because now we got an announcement from director Mel Brooks that they are bringing back Spaceballs. Spaceballs is getting a sequel, guys.
Yo.
Spaceballs.
Moriarty is coming out of retirement for this, bro.
Yo,
this is huge, bro. This man has been out of the game for like 30 years, bro.
Zelensky's coming back.
Bro, it's crazy. It's crazy.
When I saw this come across my feed, I damn near dropped my phone.
Yeah.
I literally almost dropped my. I was like,
bro, Mel Brooks is like 90 something.
Yeah, dude, and he looks healthy. He looks like he's ready to
he's
go.
Funny,
God
bro.
bless
He's
him.
sharp. Like,
he looks like he's ready to. I want to ask you, Jelly, because I feel like this is a little bit out of your generation.
It is
a little bit,
and I feel like I did see it, but I can't tell you what I saw.
Well, it's just a spoof of Star Wars.
Yeah.
So if you saw a short guy with a big helmet on,
was it okay? I could be wrong. Was it the guy who
Uncle
he had glasses?
The ears.
Oh my God! You know what?
Rick Moranis.
That's him, right? The one who played in with the plant that him. Yes. Okay, so
Lewis
I do remember it. I probably did see it as a kid, but I don't remember it.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Well, this
shows
is
your
why she's
age.
here, the casual.
No, but it's okay because these movies are so old. Like Gen Z knows nothing about these movies, and they need to know, bro. These are like solid type like genre. It's a solid genre, right? So like growing up, we had a few,
but it was an insensitive time. We had no morals. We didn't care how we talked to each other. We anything for the laugh. Like we come from the punch in the nuts generation. We didn't care. We just say. We just said things because it just sounded funny. The meaner it was, the funnier it was. This represents that, and like, jumping off of this, like I want to talk about the overall genre because Spaceballs is a classic. And when I heard that score, I immediately I got emotional because I love this movie because of the music, the score, the cast, the jokes. Like, come on, we ain't found shit like that. Dude, that's
shit, classic.
Probably the funniest line in a movie with black people. That was just, like Mel Brooks he could make jokes about black people and it would be funny. Like you can't do that shit now.
Don't have your head.
So we're talking about a type of genre. Like not only did Spaceballs get announced, but then we also got an announcement that Scary Movie was coming back with the original Marlon Wayans. The Wayans are back into it.
I heard that too.
That's another one.
I loved those ones. Yeah, 1 and 2 were my favorite. 3 and beyond, I could not.
And you guys got to check out the interview with Marlon and what's the dude's name? Jesus, I can't remember. He's got the Cat Williams interview.
Shannon Sharp.
Shannon Sharp.
Uncle Shannon, bro.
Uncle Shannon. Come on, my bad. My apologies. I should know better. He's a god right now on podcasts. He has a dope interview with Marlon. He tells a story about what happened with
I saw that.
And how, they stripped it away from him and gave it to the Zuckers.
Just for money.
But to be fair, the Zuckers were the originators of this shit.
But I feel like they
and this is a perfect segue for what I'm going to talk about next because the Zuckers, they did Airplane.
Yeah.
After they did Airplane, they did Airplane 2.
Both great.
Then they came back with the Naked Gun.
Classic.
Which is another one that's on its way back.
That's an amazing segue.
Which is another one that's on its way back. Naked Gun. Did you guys see the trailer for this?
Of course. I've seen both trailers.
It's pretty bizarre. I was like, okay.
So you're not familiar with the original?
No.
This is great.
No.
I'm talking to you. You don't know shit. Yo, listen.
I don't. Put me on. Put me on. Listen, especially now.
I love putting people on. Like, listen, so I don't remember how old. I was probably like 6th grade when that movie came out.
Yeah.
Basically, it was just a spin. It was an original spoof. Like, it wasn't like a spoof that was like on the nose. Like, we're going to make fun of this movie. We're going to make fun of that movie. Not yet, at least.
Yeah.
It was a play on the old cop shows. Like how cop shows were back in the day. Like before like the 90s. Before like in the 80s, the 70s. Like it was a play with the narrations. He would have a narration. He's talking to himself in the background. And it was Leslie Nielsen. And
legend.
It went from a TV show called Police Squad to getting a movie called The Naked Gun.
Okay.
From the files of Police Squad. Basically kept all the same people, except they recasted Nordberg and made him black. They made him OJ Simpson.
Oh, okay. That's why OJ popped up.
Yeah. Which let's not
out of context. She's like, why is there a picture of OJ on the wall?
Let's not pretend that OJ didn't have the chops.
Oh, he was
hilarious in that movie.
He was huge, bro. Like, and at the time, he was the right cast. Bro.
He was so like, who would have thought like, yeah, we're gonna cast OJ Simpson to be the slapstick comedian? Like, he was hilarious. He barely had any lines, but he was funny in that movie. All of them. So yeah. Fast forward to 2025. Now we're getting we got this announcement. Liam Neeson is playing the role.
Perfect cast.
Yeah. And it's
And
not.
I'm used to him doing these action movies, so it just threw me off with this, and I was like, okay,
Yeah,
we're here.
It's so funny how people know Liam
Yeah.
Neeson now is like this action.
Yeah.
Like he didn't do that till like he was like in his late career, like, and it's awesome that now he's like leveraging that into this comedy role because it's perfect, bro. It's so good.
He can play it so straight, but that's where Leslie came
Yeah, he has
from.
that straight face.
That's where Leslie came from because Leslie was a serious actor too.
Mhm.
And then they were like, we're gonna put him in Airplane, and he played it straight.
Killed it.
Sometimes when you play it straight, that's what makes it funny.
Yeah,
Because it's like such a, you know what I mean? So if you watch Airplane, everyone in that is a serious actor.
Yes.
There's not one comedian in that movie.
They just made it funny somehow.
Yeah, everyone is just playing it straight, but it's the lines, it's the delivery,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
the
yeah.
situations
It's the
that
writing,
make
man.
it hilarious. So
Okay.
hopefully a lot of that gets poured into these new iterations of these
Spaceballs.
movies. That they don't forget that. Like they're not
Right.
going into these things trying to be hilarious. That they're taking the situations and the familiarity of IP, because you know they're gonna lean in heavy on all the sequels, all the prequels, all the reboots, all the remakes, all the franchises that are out. I already know. We know for a fact they're going to do that because that's essentially what they've done. Like I can't wait to see what Scary Movie does. There's just so many new horror.
Oh, I
out.
cannot
You
wait
know
for Scary
Art the
Movie.
Clown.
It's a lot of material.
You know Art
there.
the Clown's going to be all in that shit.
Because you know, last time like Marlon even tried to touch the genre, right? Like Haunted House.
Yeah, the Haunted House.
And that was great, right?
Yeah.
And that was when we were in the midst of this. Horror movies are about paranormal activity type of situation.
Yeah.
Now horror movies are completely different, bro.
Yeah.
In all these last 10, 15 years, right? Like horror movie has gone to like almost this art house type of feel, right?
Yeah.
So I can't wait to see how the Wayans just, you know, they're geniuses.
I feel like with the Wayans brothers in it, like, because once they were gone, it just lost its spark for me. Like I didn't find anything funny at all.
Think any of them. The concept and the concept was theirs. They still took the same concept and just it wasn't that funny.
Yeah.
And I don't think, like I said, the Zuckers are the Zuckers. They know what they're doing. I just think they were out of touch at the time because they hadn't dropped anything for a long time, and then all of a sudden their name came back up, and I was like, oh, they're taking it over. I was like, I don't know, we'll see, because the Naked Gun already ran its course. You know, that's why they ended with the third one. But I'm glad that the Naked Gun is back. I'm glad that Scary Movies come back, and I'm even happier that Spaceballs is getting a sequel. I'm just curious of what they're going to do, even with Rick Moranis back, even with Pullman back.
So is it the majority of the cast coming back, or just a few of them?
Well, the mains, like we're getting Dark Helmet, which was Rick Moranis. We're getting Lone Star, which was Bill Pullman. And then they added Keke Palmer, I think.
Oh, okay.
I mean, they're gonna have to stack this cast, right? Like
they're
gonna have to like bring in the young people. It can't just be these 80s, 90s actors. You know?
Yeah. And those are the only names I've heard that are attached right now. I mean, they've lost greats. Like there's no John Candy. There's no Joan Rivers. Who else? Is there anybody else that they've lost? Well, I know Vespa's still alive. Princess Vespa. I don't remember her name, but I think she's still alive.
Listen, there's been so
Mickey
much
Rooney's not around.
Star Wars since the 80s that they have plenty to
play with.
To inspire this new comedy.
Especially with their shows now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's just so
oh
much
my
Star
God,
Wars.
the Andor. Oh
there's
my
so
God,
much
the Acolyte.
So they got plenty to like.
I wouldn't even be surprised if Kiki is playing like a spin on that.
On Acolyte, right?
Oh my God,
I can see her.
Yeah, that's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. But guys, you all let us know how excited are you for Spaceballs?
How excited are they for this genre?
Yeah, the genre, like, you know, it was a different time, man. I'm nervous for it. I'm nervous for it. I want to be able to laugh at this stuff again, laugh at ourselves the way we used to, you know, when comedy was just meant to just punch, you know, the punch line, you know what I mean? Like,
punch.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So, yeah, let us know what you guys think in the comments about this, and we're going to move on to the next thing. All right, so we talked about this a little bit earlier, the box office, and, you know, certain movies, people not coming out, no one's showing love, but you said a lot of it could be marketing things like that. But what happens when one of the biggest studios in the game, known for having some of the best marketing, releases a film and barely anybody comes out to see it? not only do they barely come out to see it, they don't even know that it's coming out.
Yeah.
We're talking about this new Pixar Disney film, ELIO. Or ELIO, sorry, ELIO.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoyed this movie a lot. You look at this thing and it is adorable.
Mm-hmm.
I just look at this thing and I get warm. I get happy. I'm like, I'm happy. I don't even know why. Just the ELIO in the background. Like, what is everybody upset about? Like,
right.
Look at these characters. Look at that.
Nobody wants to bring their kids out.
Look like the little Bow Bow from Thor: Love and Thunder.
Oh.
I went into this film. I wanted to see this film simply because I knew it was a Disney Pixar film. We know Disney Pixar don't miss. They never usually miss.
Mm-hmm.
But one thing stood out to me about this thing. Did you guys ever hear about or see Disney Plus's first Pixar TV series, Win or Lose?
Negator.
Win or lose. Win or lose.
So this came out. Was it last year? It came out. I don't even remember. I just remember watching it. This reminded me of that.
Mm.
The aesthetic, the look, the vibe. It's a little more. I don't know how to explain it. There's like a style with the Win or Lose, and then I realized that the people that were involved with Win or Lose had something to do with this.
Yeah.
Story wise, aesthetic wise, it's a cute movie. Like it follows all the same tropes that Pixar movies do.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's down and out kid, loss of some loved one, trying to find himself, end the story.
Yeah.
Finds a new tribe, new friends.
Wishes for aliens, and they come and pick him up.
It's not a bad movie. It's not the best movie, but it's not a bad movie. Yeah. I still recommend that families or moms and dads take your kids to see this movie. There's something to offer. But you said it did what? What was the box office on this first?
So it made 21 million. Yeah.
Opening weekend.
21 million open.
That just dropped, by the way. This just came out this weekend. I saw this a week prior. I think I saw it.
It's on its second week. It's the domestic total is 160 million. But
it's
opening
on the second week. Or I thought it came out this weekend. Pass it.
Oh wait, maybe I could read that wrong.
Yeah, it was this weekend.
Yeah, sorry, I read that wrong.
Yeah.
Discard
it came out
that.
this weekend. Man, speak to this for me. Like, what do you think? Does this turn you off?
I'll go in real quick. I am not the demo, right? Like I'm not the targeted demo.
I get it.
But I understand the shortcomings of this film.
Why?
Okay. And it's not really this film's fault, right? We mentioned earlier how what the box office numbers, it's not a direct correlation with quality.
But before you go there, before we get into the marketing.
Mind you, they spent 250 million on the marketing and make of this film.
That's more than probably what this movie costs, because that's insane.
Yeah.
Animated movies like this.
But
hold on, let me say this. We're talking about Disney Pixar. We're talking about Toy Story.
Yeah.
We're talking about Turning Red. We're talking about
I love Turning Red.
We just had Inside Out 2.
High quality stuff.
Inside Out 2.
Yeah.
It's a brand we trust.
Yeah.
Right.
We don't have to see much to be like, I'm going. Now continue.
Okay, so as I was saying, the money a film grosses is not a direct correlation with the quality of the film.
Yeah, we've said that.
We've said it. We said it earlier today. And something else Jelly mentioned earlier. It's so damn expensive to be out with your family. And this economy, brother, it's so I can't even picture a family of four gonna go get 4 buckets of popcorn, 4 sodas, and tickets for everybody. Brother, you're out $200.
A little more than that.
And this economy, it's not something.
Add in the exclusive popcorn buckets and the
I have
cups
2 kids. Okay, and sometimes it's already $100 alone.
It's just too much for the average family, and I mean, it's corporate greed. You know what I'm saying? And it's not even on their theater parts.
I have an idea.
It's what the studios are charging the theaters to show these films. It's just too much, and therefore they're passing the buck. And the average, American, the average consumer, just can't foot the bill. That's what it comes down to.
I have an idea. And this theaters, hear me out. Hear me out, theaters. I mean, it's a shot in the dark. I think
I know what you're gonna say.
Listen.
Say it.
if a parent or an adult is bringing 2 or more children to the theater to see a children's movie, must be a children's movie, the adult gets in free.
Because they still charge a good penny for the kids, anyways.
I know. Your kids are paying almost what the adult is paying.
It's probably just like $1 or $2 under. Yeah, it's like
and
$1
then
or
the
$2
kids'
under.
price is like $15.
Yeah.
So there's still like with tax hitting that, it's like we'll pay.
If you're going to AMC and stuff, they're $1 or $2 like under the adult. It's not even less than it's a lot.
I think that the parents should get a break.
Mm-hmm.
I think the parents should get a break.
Remember you brought up at AMC, you were like, I have the subscription. So I can see that I get up to X amount of movies a month. And he's like, you're like, I don't know why they can't do this for families. And I was like, oh my God, that would be freaking amazing. Maybe up the price for the subscription for families, but like that would give us more opportunity to go in, experience the theater, and have money to pay for
Showcase has one for families.
I think so
if I'm not wrong, they have one for families, but no one's been able to get it right.
Yeah,
because I remember we were doing movie pass.
We got to send them a letter.
Yeah. The legends. They haven't been able to get it right. Now AMC is allowing you to invite a fellow A-lister, but I don't think there's a discount involved. Right. So like if I buy a ticket for something, I can invite you're an A-lister, right? No, I thought you were. You know what the A-list is?
I imagine it's a reward program, just like
it's a good one. It's the best. Listen, I don't mean to talk shit about other theaters. It is literally the smartest. I don't know how the hell they're managing to keep this thing going. It is $25 a month. And you get 4 free movies per week.
Right, per week.
Per week.
That's nuts.
Yeah, that's Movie Pass. Leagues.
Yeah,
that $25 is literally a ticket for a movie.
Yeah,
one.
$25 a month. You get 4 movies per week, free, anywhere, any AMC.
Yeah,
that's any AMC.
That is a good deal.
And I think they might have upped it a little bit. So that 25 is now probably like 26, 27, but you're getting 4 movies.
Right.
4 movies a week. Like I could literally go every day if I wanted to. I don't. But that convenience of $25 a month, we pay more than that for Netflix these days. Oh, yeah. You pay more than that for Netflix, Hulu, and all this other stuff this day. So if you're gonna pay that for a subscription and get all that catalog, when something brand new comes out, you can just go to the theater anytime you want. Even if you miss something, I never get to see that movie. Guess what? You can go just reserve your ticket and go see it for free.
Yeah, no, it's a shame that these theaters rather keep their seats empty than to just make it more affordable. And in the meantime, what's going to happen is great films like this.
Well, I mean, it's a chain.
Are going to be victim.
But I mean, it's a chain of command, though. You know what I mean? It's like they got to be able to pay their overhead in order to pay the studio, and you know what I mean. So that's why concessions is so much. We all know this. Concessions is making up for a lot of the overhead that the theaters have to go through. They're not making that much off the ticket sales.
No, it's not the theaters' fault.
So it has to start.
Yes.
It has to start,
corporate greed, brother.
In the factory.
Yeah, corporate greed. It's awful.
It has to start there. But yeah, I mean.
Yeah, it was
a good point though. Why people probably aren't. Maybe not right now. I mean, didn't we just drop something before this for kids? Something else came out. I'm pretty sure. I can't even think of it right now.
Lilo and Stitch.
Yes,
I'm thinking
Lilo and Stitch.
Lilo,
That's right. Lilo and Stitch. And it's still making money.
Yeah, we were just saying they got like probably
and
2
then How to Train Your Dragon.
Yep.
Still making money. This dropped at the wrong time.
Yeah.
I don't think no one wants to see this movie. I believe it just dropped at the wrong time.
I think it'll do better streaming. It'll be a streaming smash. I'm telling you, I will be front and center on my couch.
That don't mean nothing to Disney.
Watching ELIO.
It's not gonna get new subscribers. That don't mean nothing.
No.
You know what I mean? Like, that one won't. But what I mean is, I blame whoever decided to drop this around Lilo and Stitch, which is in their wheelhouse. Yeah. It's in their same factory, and you dropped it against your own movie. Like, what are you doing? And then you got DreamWorks dropping How to Train Your Dragon. Like, this dropped too close. I think they should have held on to this. Maybe waited until after Fantastic Four. And then, or drop it between Superman and Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I just think that the timing of it was just very off. Very, very off. They also teased another Pixar movie at the end credits.
Oh.
Yeah, The Hoppers or something like that. I'm spoiling it because most of you probably aren't even gonna go see the movie. But yeah, if you wait to the end credit scenes, you get like this 5
post
second
credit little thing.
It's not even that long. It's very awkward too. I was like, what is going on? It's kind of creepy. It's very creepy.
So what are the hoppers?
I don't know.
It sounds like grasshoppers.
No, listen, they don't even tell you what it is. I thought it was Toy Story 5 because I remember Toy Story 5 saying that the main villain was going to be a iPad.
Oh.
And
listen,
you know what? You know what?
I can't wait for Toy Story.
Hold on. I'm just going to spoil the scene for this since none of you were even bothering to go see this. So if you don't want to know what the scene is at the end credit scene of this, go away.
Or mute us.
Yeah,
you can. There should be a way to mute us.
We're gonna have to put a spoiler button up, Al, later. So
yeah,
whenever we talk spoilers, people will know. So the screen goes black, and then you just hear. I don't remember what it was. I heard it was like a leapfrog. You remember the leapfrog pad where you just hit the thing and it kept repeating? It just does that over and over and over, and then the person hitting the pad is like a frog, and then it stops. And this is the hoppers. I mean, what? But it was creepy. Like it was like a dark room, and someone just hitting the pad. Yeah, I don't know what you.
Who is this for, Clef?
It ain't for me. It ain't for me. That might be one I'll skip. But yeah, that's ELIO, ladies and gentlemen.
It'll have to be another streaming.
Let us know. Did you see this movie? Did you like it? Are you gonna go see this movie after you get your Lilo and Stitch fix out? After your How to Train Your Dragon is all out of your system? Or are you just gonna wait for it to hit Disney Plus? Let us know in the comments below. And yeah. So let's get on to this next thing here. Since we're on this Disney train right now, because our last 3 are gonna be strong with the Disney Force.
Always is.
I can't really talk a lot about this next thing. Not until tomorrow. But I have seen all 6 episodes of Disney's Ironheart.
Oh.
Yeah, all 6.
Can I talk about it? I haven't seen it.
Please.
I didn't sign anything.
Please take the floor.
I have been waiting for this one for a while, just because, like I said earlier, I'm riding for the MCU until the wheels fall off. You know, it costs me nothing. I haven't fallen off the wagon yet. So I've known that this project has been in the works for a long time.
2019.
We've seen Riri forever ago at this point, right?
Yeah.
Wakanda Forever. So we've known with this characters. We know this character was coming. We know she was getting her own show. There's a huge connection to Tony Stark. So I've been super curious about why they have held this thing back. I feel like most of the internet feels the same way. When they finally dropped that trailer recently, you know, I happen to be on Reddit where a lot of this discourse happens. And people are just so negative there.
Yeah.
But I don't really take it for much because just like I know that the internet's like the vocal minority, right? Like everyday people like you, Jelly, they're not online discussing these films. They have no reason to do this.
Yeah.
They have no reason to go and badmouth a show due to a trailer.
Right.
But what I do think is that there's some very obvious issues that I saw in the trailer. Right? Like it just felt like the tone was all over the place. And I don't feel that connected to the character.
In the trailer, you feel that.
Yeah, it just feels like all over the place. And it just didn't really make me excited to see what was coming. And I'm the demo. You know what I'm saying? In this case, I'm the demographic.
And I call you the consumer.
Yeah,
you're the consumer because you consume these things.
I do.
You consume these things. Jelly's the category. You're the
consumer. And this is and I tell you what, I will watch this because I'm not gonna skip it.
Right.
But you have to convince me because this does not look good.
Wow. What about you, Jelly? How are you feeling about it? I feel like you're more the demo. I feel like you're more the demo.
Okay, so one, I have to make this clear too, because you guys are comic book fanatics. You guys grew up on that. So I'm coming straight out of like never read a comic book. I have comic books from my grandfather, but I never read. So like literally the shows and the movies are my comic books in a sense. And I always hear like you guys made the comment of like she's too old for this character and stuff. So like I think it's like I also don't have a connection with her either. So I'm trying to figure out what are we doing with Riri? Like what is happening? And the actors they have in there, I like them. I've seen them in other movies. I've enjoyed them too. So I'm like, okay, this looks like a cool cast, but what are we doing? Like where are we going? Like I don't know. I don't know. Yes. And I'll watch too. I'll watch. I'll be sitting there front row. I'll be watching.
So I've been super excited about this show for many reasons. One, because I do know the comic. I have the comic, first appearances. I always thought it was an interesting character until I saw Wakanda Forever. I didn't like what they did with her. I didn't like how she was portrayed. I don't mind the girl playing her. Like I think Dominique Thorne is amazing. But I didn't like, she's not likable.
Did it seem forced?
Not forced. Like I just feel like when it comes to a hero or a character that's supposed to become, you gotta relate.
Yeah.
And she was never giving anything for me to relate to in Wakanda Forever. So after I saw Wakanda Forever, I was just like, I don't know. We'll see, because like I said, I like the character, and there's so much about the character in the comic that you want to see. You're like, oh wait, well maybe they'll bring this in, or maybe they'll do it like this, or they'll do it like that. And then there's also the overall MCU. You want to see how they're going to incorporate her and tell her story and things of that nature. So going into this, I was pretty optimistic, but still was low reserve. Like, you know, kind of like, I don't know, we'll see what happens, but whatever. That being said, I really can't talk much about my reaction to it. Except that I'm worried about reception when it comes to this show. That's not really saying a lot. I'm not saying whether it's good or not. I'm just really concerned with how people are just going to overall receive the show after they see it. Because there's a lot of Marvel stuff that people just don't like just cause.
Yeah. It's cool to hate Marvel.
Yeah.
Even when they have a solid project like hashtag asterisk Thunderbolts.
Yeah.
It like people just not really, they're not open to it.
And Thunderbolts was good.
Thunderbolts was
really good. It was really solid.
I laughed a lot.
It was really solid, and people still wanted to not like it.
Yeah. It's cool to hate it.
I honestly don't think that Marvel's gonna get any kind of love until Avengers.
And you know what it is? I think everyone misses our original cast. Like we just and what we're getting, it's not fulfilling us, you know. And that's where I feel
like it's not fulfilling us because they're not getting back to that narrative of making likable characters.
Yeah,
they're bringing in characters already becoming. They've already became. They're already in their way. There's no humility. There's no growing up with them in their path.
I can do this all day. We're missing that.
Yeah.
Through lines from 7, 8, 9 films, right? Like when you see that line first introduced to when they hit you with it the last time, and I'm getting goosebumps thinking about it, right? Because like that is like it's recognizable as hell, right? But you didn't get it wasn't that the first time, right? When Skinny Steve, you know, dropped that line, it was memorable because, like you said, relatable.
Yeah.
You know, to when he's still now he's a whole different man in a whole different time, and you can draw the line of this character, right? And how he became this last person here. We're not getting that.
Yeah, we're getting characters already being placed in their positions almost immediately, like in Wakanda Forever. Like Riri already knew what she was doing. Like she already made a suit. Like I'm like, wait, what? You guys brought her in because she was supposed to be the only person that knew how to find vibranium. She just built a full-on armor Iron Man suit.
She don't need y'all. You don't need y'all at all.
She completely built it, right? Like y'all couldn't have her make her Mark 1. Like just do a Mark 1. It didn't even have to be completely. Maybe she figured out that she could do that there. Like it was just weird to me. Like I didn't grow with that character. So now we're jumping into the show, and like I said, I can't tell you much yet, but yeah, I feel like the MCU. That's what the MCU is missing, like that build up.
They're jumping now.
Like if you're gonna introduce characters, cool, introduce your characters, but please introduce them at ground level, like ground level, so that when you do decide to do a spinoff, we're like, okay, cool, like I feel like they did a little bit of that with Sam and Falcon and Winter Soldier. But then again, once the movie came, they
rush a lot of
skipped all of that. Like it's like it would have been good to still see that struggle go into it because okay, cool, he became Captain America at the end of the show, but what's that mean in the movie?
Right.
Everybody's just cool with it. Like
none of those issues was addressed at all.
Right.
Brave New World, like we're all ready for it. Like no, we would not be ready for it. No. So yeah, man. I mean, tomorrow I'm gonna be putting out my social media reaction, like my first reaction to the show. And then the following day, right when it airs, I'll be putting out my full review. But as for right now, I really can't talk about it. I can just tell you guys that I've seen it. And my overall consensus is that I'm just a little bit worried about how people are going to receive it. That's not saying it's good or bad. That's not saying what I think about it. That's not nothing like that. I'm just, like you said, it's just cool to hate Marvel. It's just cool to hate what's going on. And I can say that for a lot of things, like because I was a little nervous with Thunderbolts too, and I thought Thunderbolts.
I hate being on edge to go and see a Marvel movie. I'm like, it's gonna be good. Is it not gonna be good? Am I gonna be satisfied? Like, that feeling sucks because I used to go in and be like, oh, I cannot wait. Yeah. Like, who's gonna like pop up on us? Like who's gonna get up?
So yeah, everyone, you guys make sure you guys are checking out Ironheart. It is going to be premiering on Disney Plus this Tuesday, the 24th. Look for my social first reaction tomorrow, and then my full review just as the show is going to be airing. And you all let me know how excited you were or aren't to see this show and what you thought about it. Now, let's get to this last thing, all right, before we get out of here, because this is a big one. This is a really, really big one. And another almost dropped my phone moment when I saw this come across my phone. For a while now, we've been waiting on, what's going on with the MCU. What's next? We got Doomsday. Well, hold on. We got Fantastic Four coming up. We got Wonder Man coming up. Well, let's count. We got Ironheart. We got Ironheart, Fantastic Four, Wonder Man. And then next year, we were supposed to get 3 projects. I don't remember them changing the date of one of those projects. But we know that the 2 Avenger movies are now moved.
Yeah.
They're not coming on next year. But then there was a little movie that was supposed to come out in between those movies titled Spider-Man Brand New Day.
Yeah.
The only thing that we know about other than that coming out is Daredevil Season 2, Daredevil Born Again Season 2. We had no news about Spider-Man except the director, which was Dustin...
Yes, from Shang-Chi.
Shang-Chi director is doing Spider-Man. Then we got an announcement the other day that someone will be returning as a certain character in this movie for the first time. And we're talking about Jon Bernthal is reprising his role as the Punisher in Spider-Man Brand New Day. Ooh. What does that mean to you guys? I want to start with you, Jelly. What does that mean to you? As the casual.
You should start with Migs.
No, we gotta start with you because as the casual, you see this.
I feel like I saw the Punisher too, but it's been a minute. So I mean, cool, cool. You guys are probably more excited than me.
She's like another white guy.
Yeah, cool. Like I don't even know. Honestly, I can't even give you a
Okay, so let me break this down for you. Okay, so this image that we have here in the background, that's there on purpose. That is the very first appearance of the Punisher character in any Marvel comic.
Okay.
His first appearance is in Amazing Spider-Man 129.
Okay.
So it's almost like this needed to happen. If there was anything that you could ever do to build excitement for this new upcoming Spider-Man movie, is you would put the 2 characters that kind of were born together at the same time in a film together. Same as like the thing that Marvel just did with Fantastic Four in that pizza commercial where they show Fantastic Four #1 and they show it in live action.
Yep.
That blew my mind. So Punisher's first appearance is in this comic with Spider-Man. And now we're getting Punisher in the Spider-Man movie under Marvel
And
Studios.
didn't Spider-Man like fight like everyone?
I mean, but they're not enemies. I mean, they're on the same team. They just
they're not okay. He's not a villain.
I mean, Punisher's a badass dude.
He's not a hero.
He don't got friends. He's like Stone Cold. He's like Stone Cold of comics. You know
Okay. The thing is, like, I know of Punisher. I don't think like even when they had the movie out, I don't honestly. I don't even think I paid attention to it. So I can't give you a real show. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Sorry. That I can't give you a real honest answer if I'm excited or not.
Okay, so as a casual, you just like you see this and you're just like, well, it's a Spider-Man movie.
I love Spider-Man, so I'm excited for it.
Okay.
Punisher, cool. Like I have enjoyed every Spider-Man movie that has come out yet. Yes.
So you know Punisher and Daredevil.
Yes.
Okay. Do you like Punisher?
He's alright.
Wow. Oh, you can leave now. She can leave. You can leave.
Listen, you know.
Migs, you see this?
Yes.
How many walls are you ready to kick in?
What, bro? I mean, I you didn't have to tell me all that. Like, I knew this first appearance of Punisher, and I'm like a casual comic book reader, right?
Yeah.
First appearance of Punisher wasn't in Spider-Man, so I already know. And, you know, we've been rocking for a long time, Cleb.
Yeah.
And if you've been rocking with us to the Critics Talk days, you know, one of my things is I love when heroes first meet.
Oh, yeah.
And they fight.
Yes.
I love it, bro.
Yes.
It's what I live for.
Yeah.
So this, I'm so excited for this. And, you know, these two actors, it's not their first time working with each other. You know, they worked on a film a few years back, Pilgrimage, which was a solid film.
Yeah.
These guys are a big fan of each other too, so the chemistry is there, and I'm excited to see how Marvel can mine this and how they can mine the story and give us, you know, because Spider-Man, he's in a new status quo.
Yeah.
So what does that mean, right? Like, this man no longer has a Tony Stark suit, right? He's not bulletproof no more. And what does Punisher likes to do? Shoot people. He likes to shoot people. So, like,
or shoot at people.
How is Spider-Man going to react to this? What is the story here? What's going to lead Frank to hunt Spider-Man, right? Like,
let's get into
so many questions.
Let's get into the speculations, all right? Because I have a few speculations.
I want to hear.
We're going to get into speculations right now. Who cares? We just got an announcement. We don't even know if he's even signed, if the ink is even dry yet.
Yeah.
It's announced, so we're going to speculate. All right. We just came off Daredevil, Born Again. We now have a new mayor of the city.
We do. Oof. Oh my God. And the implications.
And he left us with an ultimatum. He left the city of New York with an ultimatum, which means no hero in New York can be around without being affected by these new rules.
Yeah.
No hero. So you can't have a Spider-Man movie without Wilson Fisk.
That's true.
You cannot.
But now, getting in the inside baseball type deal, I understand that there was this a legal reason why Fisk can appear in these motion pictures.
Everything can be negotiated. We got time.
Right.
Yeah.
We got time.
Yeah. And I hope they do because, like, myself, I know Kingpin originally as a Spider-Man villain, right?
90s cartoon.
And don't get me wrong, like, I love the relationship that Vincent D'Onofrio and Charlie Cox has created for these characters in the Daredevil show. It's the best, right? But originally, this man deserves to be a Spider-Man villain first and foremost.
Oh my God! Listen, he's already outstayed his welcome in the Daredevil universe. It's cool. Like, they're doing great. They're doing good stuff. And shout out to them because they're going to be at Rhode Island Comic Con this year. Hopefully, we get a chance to talk to them. But that's a whole nother story. But the whole cast. I am ready to see Wilson Fisk do more. He's so contained in that Daredevil world where, like, it's getting to the point where if they're part of the MCU, it's got to get bigger. It's got to get bigger. I want to see Smythe. I want to see his sidekick Smythe from the cartoon. I want to see him with Doc Ock. You want to do the Sinister Six. This is how you do the Sinister Six.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm speculating if Punisher's there, we're gonna get a Daredevil, we're gonna get a Wilson Fisk. I there's just no reason to just bring him.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They brought him because he's the hype right now, and it makes sense. But
we're also in that multiverse stage, so it has to make sense. That has to come in.
yeah, I mean, at this point now, it's just balls to the wall. Everything has to go down.
So I understand Daredevil is also supposed to get a Marvel special presentation on Disney Plus type of deal.
No, he is Punisher.
Punisher.
Yeah,
Sorry, I
Punisher.
misspoke.
Yeah.
How does that affect that? Like, is that coming before? Is that coming after? And like, where do we pick up Frank? Because like last time we saw Frank, he was a mess, bro.
Oh, yeah.
He's a mess. Although that's like his thing.
Yeah.
He's just a mess. He's messy.
Well, and I want to correct myself because I don't necessarily think that Daredevil needs to show up. But if you're bringing in Punisher, you got to bring in Wilson Fisk.
You know what's crazy? I do think that he's kind of necessary.
Really?
Just because, like the last Spider-Man film, we got Daredevil, but it was just like the smallest little Easter egg.
I love that.
And it was great.
Yeah.
And it was great. But like these characters know each other. He knows Peter Parker.
Yeah, but you know
what I mean?
But he doesn't know him anymore.
He doesn't know that. No. Hold up. People know Peter Parker. Wait, nobody know Peter Parker? They just don't know Peter Parker as Spider-Man. But he knows Peter, bro. Mm-hmm. Why would he forget Peter, bro? I'm just saying.
Oh my god,
that
was
question.
a good.
Oh, listen! When that scene happened, I like squealed like a child.
Yeah,
I literally.
I love the Easter eggs.
Everyone knows Daredevil was my favorite Marvel character. I literally, when I saw him show up in Spider-Man, I just lost my shit.
Because he's a really good lawyer.
He's a really great superhero. Yeah, no. So I'm with the shits. I'm with the shits, bro. I just think that there's gonna be a lot more announcements coming really soon. It's gonna be crazy. And Brand New Day, I mean, the name, I mean, the spin on the comic. I'm curious as to where they're gonna go with it. I know it's gonna be more mature. If they're bringing him in, it's gonna be a lot darker. And Marvel's playing around with that. They don't care. This is Deadpool. They're like, let's fucking do something.
I know. I mean, they need to. They need to. Daredevil
Born Again is pretty dark. You know what I mean? So I'm very curious. Al, you got any speculation? What do you think of this announcement?
I'm thinking it again, the speculation of who we're going to see in Ironheart, right? And then how Brand New Day is that character that appears in Ironheart is very important to what happens to Spider-Man in Brand New Day and how that moves forward.
Yes.
So let's see. I'm kind of excited if they're going to use all those angles. Are we going to see Jackal as well? Are we going to see the death of Wednesday See again? But, maybe we'll see it come back as a Spider-Man. Are they going to try to advance that line so they're going to be modern heroes? What are we getting here? But I'm digging it. And, again, I know we spoke about this outside once about the appearance of Punisher, how much better it would have been had they kept this all the way up to this very moment.
Yeah.
It would have been, though, absolutely, like you were saying, keep those first appearances similar to the comics. How dope would that be?
Yeah.
But again, listen, I think right now Marvel's done something. They haven't done anything wrong with Spider-Man just yet.
No, I've been satisfied.
Every Spider-Man film has been okay. My least favorite is the second one, but I think it's going to be solid. Sadie Sink is in this as well too.
Confirmed?
Yeah, from Stranger Things.
So we don't know who
she's playing. We don't know if she's Jean Grey. We don't know if she's Gwen Stacy. We don't know if she's the new.
Oh my God, if she's
welcome
Jean?
to the club.
Yeah.
I'm also ready for X-Men, man. Oh my God.
I mean, it'll happen when it happens.
I know.
That's one that I'm not gonna hang on to because.
You know which one I've let go of? Unfortunately,
Blade.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I forgot all about him.
I had to let it go.
Blade.
I had to let it go for my own peace of mind.
Yeah. Damn.
Yeah, just give it a special presentation until the day.
I mean, I still want that film.
I want it too.
I just stopped. Like, I'm not expecting. Like, if it drops, it drops.
Yeah, but do you want Mahershala or do you want somebody else?
I don't care.
Wow.
At this point, I don't.
I wanted him.
Yeah.
Mahershala?
Yeah.
He's a little old now.
That's what I'm thinking.
Knees ain't the same,
Like,
I can't just point,
who's the new hotness, bro? There's always a new hotness on the come up.
Oh,
bro.
what's his?
Idris?
I was gonna say Idris too, but There was
No, Damson Idris.
Damson Idris. That's
nah, he's my Black Panther pick.
No. That's what I was
Yeah,
gonna
yeah,
say.
yeah.
There was a recent interview about if he's gonna be the new Black Panther.
Yeah,
and
he's my
like,
Black
yes, no.
Panther pick.
And I was like,
He's my Black
that
Panther.
means yes.
I think Meg should be the new Blade, Dominican Blade.
Yo, make me the offer. I'll work for cheap.
I'll work for
It'd
cheap.
be a whole new meaning of Blade.
You know,
Right.
do it, bro.
They were like, who is this man?
Well, you guys let us know, how excited were you about this announcement with John Bernthal returning as Frank Castle in Spider-Man Brand New Day? Is this the first time you heard it? Let me know that too. What are your speculations? What do you think? Any more announcements? Who's coming in? Who's getting involved? What storyline they may follow outside of the name Brand New Day? Yeah, we'd like to know. Drop a comment below and let us know, all right? And that's it, guys and girls. We are wrapped.
Ooh.
Our very first live episode of the Screening Room podcast. We want to thank everybody for taking the time to tune in with us and sit with us and listen to us talk shit and nerd out and be geeks. We're going to be doing this every Sunday, 5 p.m. live on our YouTube, on our Facebook. So make sure you guys are looking it out. We're probably going to be restreaming somewhere else as well. We're still tweaking things and getting things together. But other than that, ladies and gentlemen, I thought it was a satisfying first episode. What did you guys think?
Yeah,
Yes.
I enjoyed it.
Thank you.
And
Thank
these
you.
couches are comfortable.
Yeah.
It looks comfortable. I never really sit on it unless I'm taking a picture. But we're gonna try to get some guests in here too, some people to come join us and talk some stuff. All you guys out there that want to talk, I want to do some shout outs to some people who inspired me to want to inspire others. Shout out to Big Gold Belt Media. Shout out to Ashley and Company. Shout out to Gotham Geek Girl Nadia. I see you doing your thing out there. Shout out to Fan Expo. Shout out to my man Ben Beck and Jay, Mike G. Love you guys over at Alter Reality. I can't wait to see you guys during con season. It's always a good time. And anybody else who I forgot, it's just a matter of the mind, not the heart. And I will talk to you all later. Migs, where can they find you, brother?
Nowhere, bro. I will be here next week, though, most likely. So you'll find me here next week, same time, same place.
Jelly, where can they find you?
Oh, you guys can find me on Instagram as Miss Jelly CX. So that's my CritiX account.
And also, she be doing nails too, man. She be
yes,
doing nails,
anybody need their nails done? I got you.
nails.
Come on, Al, you gotta show them my nails.
Al, you gotta
close up. Yeah.
Al, you gotta book your appointment.
Yep. And if you want to follow my nail page, it's Jelly Nail Bar, GELI Nail Bar. All right, I'll hook you up. I do pedicures, manicures. I pamper you guys. So come on through, Hush Beauty Bar.
And you guys know where to find me, cXcc on all platforms. I keep it simple for all of you guys. Make sure you guys are following wearecritics.com. Go to our website. Go check out all our news. We keep up to date with everything that's going on in film, television, pop culture, even interviews. We're seeing things early and we're talking to the stars. We're going to all the Comic-Cons. We'll be at San Diego next. Al Mega will be there with me. We're going to be breaking havoc and having a good time. And check us out on Instagram at We Are Critics. Check us out on Facebook at Critics. Or you can look up the URL, which is Team Critics. And we're also on YouTube at Critics TV. And that's all I got to say, ladies and gentlemen. Until next time, we'll see you all soon.